It's Monday and time for a sneak preview at what's in store for the markets in the coming days in our regular look at the week ahead. Joining me on the line from Frankfurt, Germany is Carolin Hecht, a currency strategist at Commerzbank. Carolin, we've got data coming out this week in the Eurozone, including the German ZEW on Tuesday and UK jobless claims data on Wednesday. Outside Europe, FOMC meeting minutes in the US and the Royal Bank of Australia policy meeting minutes will also be of interest to market players. But what will be the most important for you this week and why?
I think that the most important data releases are going to be the Eurozone economic data, because there in particular we had the concerns following the ECB February meeting regarding the economic outlook, and so we are most focused on what the data is going to bring, in particular regarding the German IFO index, because there we need to see confirmed the recent uptick in the data, and need to see confirmed basically the more positive economic outlook for the Eurozone as a whole, and that we've really reached the low in terms of the economic backdrop there. And so this is basically the main theme also for the Euro, because there we've really seen pessimism being priced in following the Draghi and the February ECB meeting. Now today ECB Chief Mario Draghi will be giving his testimony in the European Parliament. Are you expecting anything new to come from this? I don't expect anything particularly new. I mean, we had him being interpreted in a way that he was talking down the euro during the last ECB press conference, and also the comments from Vittor Constancio were also very much in focus last week. But I don't think that he will change anything in terms of the rhetoric. Rather, he will repeat what we've already heard in terms of the ECB remaining or sticking to its very accommodative stance for the time being. So I don't think that we will see anything new in the way of verbal interventions also. Looking at the Forex market for a moment, what in particular will the market need to be watching out for during the middle of this week? I think that now in the aftermath of the G20 meeting, I think that dollar-yen still has upward potential to go, because now really as the G20 statement really lacked substance and really didn't mention Japan explicitly regarding its currency manipulation. So really in terms of its policy, Japan isn't restrained in a way, and so I do think that the dollar-yen still has some way to go up there, and this should play out also through the course of this week. And what, if anything, will surprise the most this week? We still stick to our view that we think that the Eurozone economic data, and also in particular the German economic data, will surprise to the upside, and that the ECB's economic projections are still too pessimistic. We believe in the turnaround in the growth indicators, and so this really provides some upside, a surprise potential for the Euro. Finally, what are you expecting on the last day of the trading week, Friday? Yeah, something that might counter those positive data surprises from the Eurozone is that the EU is also issuing its new projections on Friday, and so we will see volatility elevated on Friday, because what we're expecting there is that the deficit projections, in particular for Spain and also for France, will be revised to the downside, which will then again cap any Euro-specific euphoria on Friday. However, still, I mean, there's definitely potential for the surprises, mainly based on the fact that we will see this turnaround in growth indicators from the Eurozone, and the leading indicators in particular. Of course, things can always change throughout the week, so keep an eye on Dukascopy TV website for the latest interviews and updates. You can also follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Okay, that's all we've got time for, I'm afraid. I'll be back tomorrow with the press review, but until then, goodbye.